all this money on the floor. We be falling off the course, we be really making plays. She don't really want no beef if she can't say it to my face. Girl, that man was never mine, I just was going through her face. So please control your hoe before I put her in her place.
A low sun slowly sweeps down as New Jump City sits changed. This massive city by the bay, this place of progress, is so different, not just spiritually, not just in terms of the people in it, but even physically, as a new landmass lingers. A floating, cloud-covered island hovering just outside of the bay, as once more the villain Domina makes her presence known in this city, the nature of which is only yet to be discovered. Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, ladies, gents, and all those in between and beyond the binary of the internet. Welcome back to Neon Lights Roleplay. More specifically, welcome back to Jump City Sirens, our masked odyssey. I'm Foxy, your host for the duration of stream and editor of this here lovely issue, and I have with me an incredible writer's room stacked full of talent, some of the best comic writers you're going to find this side of the Marvel Universe. That's a joke because they're all pretty awful these days. I can tell you all about their deeds, their names, and their incredible abilities, but instead I think I'm going to have them do that for themselves. So friends, please, in the order that I call you out, tell us who you are and who you're playing this evening, as well as your hero, alias. Let's start with our dear returning member, the strongest arm with the biggest heart. It's Corndog McGraw.
It's me! I'm Corndog. I'm playing our happy little Banshee, also known as Cleo, and I'm the Nova of the group.
Glad to have our explodey brain boy back.
What was that?
Glad to have our explodey brain boy back.
I'm explodey brains. I'm doing my part.
And that's all we need you to do.
I'm doing my part.
Swinging on and along to the internet giant herself, it's Ollie Peach Senpai.
Hi. He says I'm a giant, but I feel pretty small. I'm Ollie Peach Senpai, and I'm playing Morphine / Aurelia, the outsider. Because unlike real life, I never go outdoors.
Well, your social habits or lack thereof aside, glad to have you back on board. Swinging up next to Neon Lights' one and only Egg Chan.
Yo, I'm Emily or Egg Chan, and I have the joy of playing number 5, the Soldier playbook tonight. Purple horny guy.
Glad to have you back on your feet, Soldier. Make sure you're following orders this session. I'm sure I won't make that difficult for you.
That sounds like a challenge. And I don't know.
And last but certainly, well, we'll get there. And last but certainly, very far from least, if you're anyone who's anyone and knows anything about anyone, it is the mother of mysteries and father of horrors themselves, Meg Mysteria.
Hello, I am Meg Andor Meg Mysteria, and I am bringing back Mel or Milena Dracos, and better known as Medusa, the parkour expert. You know, she just parkour. That's it.
That's all you do. Nothing else.
That's it.
Just parkour.
Just parkour.
Yeah.
As far as Nova's concerned.
Speaking of which, I mean, what? Anyway, ominous notes aside, that's everyone here. And if you haven't heard by now, somehow, I'm Foxy. I use he, they pronouns, and I play everyone that's not these 4 people, which is very hard to do because they are very good at their jobs. How good? Well, let's show you right now. As the page turns, the panel finds us in a familiar scene, one we already seem to have revisited a few issues ago. We are back in the domicile of one Zuchi Chow, our dear Fives. And you were not alone. In fact, present in your home is another individual, sitting cross-legged and sipping from a mug of tea, a man you have known for, well, most of your life. In fact, the man who some might consider responsible for that very same life. One Dr. Rivers sits across from you. He is lanky and kind of, has his glasses adjusted and sort of a low, brimmed look on his face. And where we last left off, a very important and what? He just passed for you a very direct question. What happened at the docks?
Just a heads up, for me, you turned into like a bit of a robot and cut out a bunch while
it
you
sounded
messed
like
up.
your mic unplugged and then replugged, but either way.
It did.
I
think it
heard
did.
the question.
I did not.
I'm pretty sure.
What you do at the dock? What happened at the docks?
Yes.
At the docks.
Calmed a dinosaur down.
Is he talking
If you remember,
Is he talking about
When Cass.
Cass exploding? Or not
Yes.
exploding, but being
Oh.
exploded?
I wasn't there.
yes.
Okay, cause I don't know why. I thought previously we were talking about with the events of episode 9, but okay, cool. I totally lost the plot then. What did happen at the docks?
Yeah, what happened at the docks?
Okay. I think we see like a shadow, like of like doubt kind of pass over Fives' face. Well, there was a conflict with the members of the Cypress League. I assume Victory has brought you up to speed?
I've been briefed.
Then you're also aware of the unfortunate loss of our teammate.
Indeed. Rather marvel circumstances. Complete matter annihilation. Not even a trace of any photons. It's as if she simply ceased to be.
I think Fives is just kind of like, it's this feeling of like disgust that all he cares about is like the science of it. They will turn away from Dr. Rivers and ask, so if you've already been briefed, why are you asking me?
Perspective, darling. Information is everything. My writ is but to learn. Everything is an experience. Information, research, data that can be gathered.
Well, I'd rather
Tell me,
not
what-
retread such negative memories.
Of course. Then to more recent things. The docks was not your only encounter with young Grayson, was it? He's now talking about the event of episode 9.
Okay. I mean, I didn't really interact with Grayson though. I can't lie. Like,
Say that if you want.
I think Fives will like kind of mutter like, I had nothing to do with the actions of the other sirens.
He leans up. So then you weren't exposed to the child's energy at all?
Not as far as I know.
Unfortunate. You'll see him kind of like swipe a hand and like out of his wrist, sort of like a small device. It's not like built into his wrist, it's like on his wrist. Pops up like a notepad. He starts kind of scribbling in like holographic, writing in notes. Interesting.
At least this gives him less of a reason to test on me. Thank God. Stay away from me. Ew. I've had enough of this man.
Drop a nuke on her again.
Right? No more, please.
Sorry.
No more, please.
Not to mention the trauma nuke. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
He sits up someone and says, from what I understand of the situation, your teammate initiated a rapid teleportation event, transporting herself, the young boy, and another friend somewhere else in the city, far enough that they couldn't easily be tracked.
Sorry, I'm dying at all his reactions. I can't lie. I think Fives will kind of glower this like frustration. I think what they say is similarly, I was unaware of the ability of any of our teammates to teleport.
And you were not the only one. By databases, your friend is a telepath. Little else. Clearly, there is much more to her. And he gives a wide smile. And I believe she is not the only one.
I think I'm trying to think which way Fives would take that. I think do you speak of number one?
He turns and says, "You're aware of number one?"
Only recently. Why was he kept a secret from the rest of us?
He stands up. He actually kind of straightens himself up and says, "My dear, for the same reason I went as far as I did with testing on all of you. For the same reason Miss Victory sees so much need to control the city and its youth. For the same reason an interdimensional being appears to be operating with plans greater than all of us. Potential.
Can you just answer straight?
You are all so much more than anyone could have intended. Even me. You haven't noticed it, have you?" He flicks his wrist again. "According to Data's, Your skin density has increased by approximately 13.47% in the past 4 years.
Wait, my skin
Minor
what?
changes.
My skin what has
Density.
increased?
Density.
Oh, she dense.
I'm
a
thick
big
as
dense
fuck,
girl.
boy.
And he says, beyond that, the adrenaline factor of your transformation factor is also increased. Your muscle mass grows more when you transform than you previously did. You are growing more powerful.
I think Fives is going to keep probing because he seems willing to keep talking. But what about number 1 is different? That he had to be separated.
So I'm gonna give you a choice here. You can either roll provoke someone, try to provoke information out of him, or you can try to pierce his mask to get some questions answered.
Let me look at my stats.
For provoke, you're rolling plus superior. For pierce the mask, you're rolling plus mundane.
Oh, okay, then I'll provoke as fuck.
All right, so I'm assuming you're trying to get him to. Let's be transparent here. What exactly is your goal here? What do you want to provoke him to spill?
Like. So, like, he's saying that he said that the reason that, like, Rabbit was like kept separate from the rest of the cycle was because of potential. But I want to know more about what that means, because obviously all of the members of the cycle have high potential.
Okay. So, okay, go for it. Let's go ahead and make the roll then. Let's make it happen.
Okay.
You're gonna roll plus superior.
An 8.
On a 7 and 9, they can choose one. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say the thing that I'm gonna choose is you're gonna gain. You know what? Yes, I'm giving you influence over Dr. Rivers.
What? Oh fuck yeah, dude!
What the
Thank
heck?
you.
And the reason for that is that he gives you a look. It's a look that you, I think, are familiar with as one of his, let's say, pet projects. He gives you a look that clearly says that, like, this is no longer about, like, agendas or about anything else. This is personal, direct scientific interest. He has information to give to you, and it's direct. Here's where I'm going to give you a bit of a bait right now, though. We're going to come right back to the scene at the end of the episode. I assure you we're going to come back to it. I promise.
Okay,
I
you
promise
better better not cuck me, or I will
won't.
riot.
I promise, I've got you, okay?
Okay.
So, he gives you a look, and very clearly puts the tea down and says, please, allow me a moment to explain. And then pulls up his display again, and the camera will linger on that display for a bit, the screen growing bright, for the scene passes, and it fades away. And we find ourselves left to the relative somewhat calm of New Jump City at night. It was a long day. Lots of things happened, namely a 8-foot and 8.5-foot tall woman kicking your teeth in for a little bit. But besides that, you all managed to spend some time, well, recovering, recuperating, and then, well, separating is up to you, ultimately. But we'll say that it's been a couple of hours. It's now officially later on into the evening. The sun's beginning to set. It's, there's enough emergency services on hand that you guys can recognize that anybody here who's going to be hurt can be taken care of. You guys have time to go back to your days, to get food. If you had places to be, like classes to get back to, you could have done those. Other things like that. My question is, where are you all now? I'm going to be transparent. This is a scene where I'm going to have you all have another, group conversation. So whether that's like a group chat scene or like you're all in hanging out somewhere. I know one of you's grounded, so that might be difficult. But Talk to me, friends. How are things? Where are we at? What's going on?
Who's grounded?
I'm grounded.
Oh, that's right.
I have no parents.
You come to
Same.
my
Well,
house and
that's
hang
not
out.
true.
That's apparently allowed while I'm grounded.
Oh fuck yeah.
It's true. You all could go to Mel's house.
Sleepover at Mel's?
Yeah, I'll scoot on over to Mel's.
My evil father
You know
keeps
what?
showing up at my apartment. I don't like this.
You know what? I like this. I like this a lot, actually. So yeah, let's.
I'm scooting over, but I need you to know that on my scooter, I have like an entire duffel bag and a rolly bag that you would like typically see at the airport. So it looks like Cleo is going maybe to an airport, but really this is just all of her comfort items that she needs to like successfully hang out at another place. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but this is how I go to travel to like a person's house for a night. Because I need my things. So it includes like my bong, as well as my pillows and my stuff to clean up said bong and things like that, and incense and things, so that way your house doesn't get too stinky, depending on where we partake, and if we're trying not to get in trouble with the Queen Athena. I do know that you do have a window that we can smoke outside of, only because you and Aurelia jumped out of it once. So I do know that there's a large enough window for bodies to go outside of, so I know I can do rips somewhere.
We should put a towel under the door and light a candle with some incense, ahead of time.
Yep.
It's a big enough house.
It totally works, kids. It totally
100%.
works.
Smoke in the house, kids. Your parents will never know.
Parents will never know.
We here at Neon Lights are not responsible for any grounding, personal punishments, or any issues that arise between you and your parents as a result of you smoking in your room.
This is an 18+ channel.
That said, let's settle the scene in on the room of one Milena Dracos. Funnily enough, Mel, your parents don't say much. They greet your friends, they say hello, and it's a thing that you kind of know. It's kind of almost part of the whole nature of being a hero family, is that when you're not deliberately doing hero stuff, you don't act like you're heroes, even when you're all around a bunch of heroes, unless you really have to. So you come in, like your friends come in and they get the typical mom, like, hello, she's upstairs, make yourself at home. It's very, very basic and simple. She does clearly give you all a look that's like, what's the nature of this? Why are we all gathering up here? What's the team meeting for?
Can I just add that I feel like Aurelia wouldn't join them at first? Like, you have to convince her. I'm sorry.
This again.
I'm sorry. She's literally, right now, she is a tree in a park somewhere, because y'all called her out on her last, like, little oasis spot.
Perfect. That means I can find Aurelia this time. And I want to say that it's an accidental find. And it's only because of your beautiful glow that Cleo notices you. And it's because she's very stoned while scooting along. And she's scooting very slow. She should... The laws of gravity, this scooter should not be standing up. But she's scooting along nice and slow. And she sees Aurelia in the tree. And it's just... Aurelia? Why are you so close to the ground?
She's literally a tree.
She is a tree.
Oh, you are
She's
a
not
tree.
in the tree. She is the tree.
I am the tree.
I repeat, why are you so close to the ground? You are like in it. On it. Above it?
I think you would see Aurelia kind of go back into her form, her like humanoid form, whatever. But the way that she does it is by like all the leaves on the tree like glowing and then fading out because she's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
This causes Cleo to cry.
I
Pretty. That's so sad.
I'm confused by many things, Cleona. Why is there such an emotional response? And how did you find me?
Well, you're a glowing tree, and I'm not on acid today. So that is reason number one. That's how I found you. You kind of stand out. There's a lot of people at this park looking at you right now. You are drawing a mild crowd. I was scooting over to Mel's. Do you want to come with? The crying is because I'm a little high right now, and that just really made me feel nice seeing a tree turn into a person. You know, it's pretty cool. Because like life, you know, the circle of life, like eventually we'll die, we'll decompose, we'll become part of the earth, and then we'll nurture the soil and become part of a tree. You know, circle of life stuff. It's just you got to see it like real fast sped up.
While I often do not understand your way of thinking, Cleo, I do occasionally find it amusing.
Nice.
I was not aware of my glowing in this tree appearance. I guess I was more shaken in the last battle than I thought. But
Just kind of like resonate, man. You have like an aura about you. Like draws people in and is also kind of spooky.
I feel as if those two words are conflicting.
Yeah.
And
Haven't you
what
met someone
is-
who's like super sexy and also super scary?
Not as of yet.
Well, you should look in the mirror sometimes because you're super sexy and super scary, and there's plenty of people who are super sexy and super scary.
You all did just fight Domina today, so like.
I didn't.
forgot she
I
was
was
super
I was
sexy and
stoned at
super
home. I was too high to leave the house.
Mommy?
Is there
Sorry, mommy?
Is there a purpose to this gathering?
At Mel's?
Yes.
I don't know. I think we're gonna ask if we like. We might talk about Rabbit and what they're doing. Rabbit might be coming. I don't know. I can't remember what group chat we were talking in. Let me pull it up. What group chat are we talking in?
Aurelia hearing
Ours.
Rabbit's name. I think with Aurelia hearing Rabbit's name, somebody who's typically stoic and doesn't show her emotions on her face, like you see her lip like scrunch at the corner a little, like, but then she like catches it very quickly. It's like she goes back to her stoicism, but you just see that emotion for a second.
We're talking in
You
the
think
Sirens
that
chat.
was a second, and for Cleo, that is imprinted on her mind for all of eternity.
Copy that, Roger. Roger.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people just hang out to hang out. Thing called bonding. I brought my bong with and some pillows and snacks. I know you don't do the whole sustenance thing, but if you want, you could imbibe in other ways. Otherwise, we were just gonna hang out to hang out. Maybe talk about the fight you guys all went through earlier today. Debrief. Chill. Or not be trees, because we can't be trees. But hang out and just partake of each other's company?
This is
Maybe with
acceptable.
Rabbit, maybe without Rabbit. We can put it up to the chat.
Rabbit's not coming. No boys are allowed. That's a parent's rule, not a Mel
I was
rule.
gonna say, is that an Athena rule?
That's an Athena rule. No, that's a
I mean, not
Tariq
to-
rule. That is a Tariq rule.
Oh,
Not to tell you to break the rules, but the boy can
girl
teleport.
dad.
The boy can't teleport, but Mel is not pushing her luck.
Heard.
Imagine being grounded and then sneaking a boy into your room.
Yeah, you're dead. That's
Yeah,
true.
that
That's
sounds like a
you know.
terrible,
Yeah, against your super parent.
terrible
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah, you're dead. That's You know what? That'd be it for life, actually.
Also, imagine just how hard your father could beat up anyone.
Then your
I watched
mom.
that fight.
Yeah.
I
Anyways,
think Aurelia's gonna look at Cleo and just say, I believe these are acceptable conditions. Shall we be on our way? And then she uses her powers to like make everything a little bit more lighter for Cleo so she can get more speed and momentum if she chooses to.
She will not choose to because you cannot go that fast while this high. She has been
We get a solid
ripped since
13
she
mile per
woke
hour
up
on this
morning.
motherfucker.
She's just been chugging along today. It's been a stressful week.
At this rate, you might just get half the speed limit.
Hey,
Nonetheless, Aurelia gathered. The group is able to assemble. Yeah, and so we'll put you all on the scene. Mel, we're, I assume, in your bedroom. Comfortable, with some space for the group to discuss. Maybe perhaps nursing a few aching bruises. Oh, I should also add clarity to make sure that Corndog, you're aware of this. You were there for the fight, Cleo. Like, you were there. You were present. You fought. You were a bit, swarmed by Domina's soldiers, because she can summon instant legions of soldiers. But you were there. You fought. You saw what happened. You were there. Also, I see Toby is excited. Thank you, Toby.
what do you want?
He's telling you were there. He's telling you were there for the fight. He's reminding you
He
that
has
you were
no
there.
idea
Did a
what's going
great
on.
job.
He doesn't act like this normally.
Is he an Italian Greyhound?
We don't know what he is. He's adopted.
I love that. He's adopted.
Okay.
Where Mel has introduced her snake
Sorry.
to Aurelia. So
I
you
did
have
see
the
the
snake.
snake.
You have the snake friend now,
Oh,
and you
so
can hold the snake friend if you would like.
is this how y'all keeping me here? You giving me? It's how you do the same thing in real life. I'll be there for a while. Do the same thing in real life. Let me pet your pets. Okay. Aurelia is entranced by the snake, and you can tell that she's almost paying attention to you all, but not too much.
The snake.
Snake.
It's a snake.
So, with the squad assembled, anything else? Anybody calling Rabbit? Anybody calling anybody else? Anybody?
Mel
Pulling
will
out
make
snacks?
Mel will make sure it's okay with everybody before calling in Rabbit. So if anybody protests,
You can also call him in later. Y'all can just talk for now and then loop him in later
could
if you
just
need to.
talk.
I
If they found
really
it-
want to do something when you guys call him, but like, if you
Okay.
don't call him, that's okay too.
Okay.
Question, can we make some grilled cheeses and stuff? Can we make
Hell
some food?
yeah.
Perfect.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, we can totally make food.
I love your house.
Cleo, what was that?
I love your house, Mel.
Yeah, your house is huge.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Make some
You
grilled
not
cheese
buy
and
pie?
tomato soup.
Do you not get to make grilled cheese?
There's no kitchen where I live.
You guys just have to like eat what's on the menu.
I thought you had like a kitchenette. I thought you had like a little baby kitchen. Am I pitching?
Like you only
the
have like
norms
a
differently?
microwave and a fridge. Oh my God.
Well,
I,
that sucks.
I eat the the diet that's been assigned to me.
Well, forget the diet tonight.
Except for when we get shawarma.
Forget the diet tonight. We get grilled cheeses.
Grilled cheese!
All
I
right,
feel as
grilled
if
cheese is all
I'm-
around.
I feel as if
I'm gonna
aware
make
of
tomato
what a grill
soup. I'm gonna
is.
make some chicken wild rice soup.
I can show you a grill.
I think I am aware of what a grill is and what a cheese is. I'm just perplexed by the idea of combining the two.
I'm gonna find some lingonberry jam in this house. This feels like a house that would have that.
We do.
What is a
We can show you how to
lingonberry?
make a grilled cheese.
It's some fancy white people shit that you
And
can
if
buy at
my
IKEA.
I think it's Swedish. I think my oh wait. That's out of character. But sorry.
You can get it at IKEA, so that would
Aurelia
make
has
sense
an
that it's
incredible
Swedish.
knowledge of
And
Earth geographies.
The geography. I think it's
And
All
in
I know
Newcombe,
is that I can get it
Sweden.
at the fancy cheese shop that's by the My Nail
Okay,
Salon.
my loves. Not to pull us past the grilled cheese conversation, but to pull us past the grilled cheese conversation.
Imperative.
Now that
I
we're
guess-
properly grilled cheese with any jam from any European country you might require. Now that we've properly assembled our snacks, we've gathered our foods and our jams, everyone's fed. Where are we going from here? What's the conversation like? What are we talking about?
we have our food. Are we calling Rabbit now? Or are we talking and waiting?
We can call Rabbit.
Boop.
I vote call Rabbit because otherwise I feel like we're excluding, and we should create
Bling, bling.
an open communication in our team.
While you're saying that and while the phone is ringing, you see Aurelia use her powers to turn off the phone.
Aurelia.
Can't she like energy control?
I feel like that's different than electricity. You know what? We'll debate
Electricity
it later.
seems like a type of energy to me.
We'll debate it later.
Mel
We'll debate it
used her.
later. I don't feel like
Mel
how it's
used
going
her
right now.
confused. You know how like Apple has the connected thing where you can call from your computer if you have an iPhone and a Mac? Let's pretend we have something like this, but not Apple.
Sure.
But not Apple,
Lingonberry.
better than Apple in every way.
Exactly.
So on her laptop, doing it again, calling Rabbit. Bling, bling.
It rings for a few moments. Takes a bit. Assuming Aurelia doesn't turn this off too.
Aurelia's perplexed by the technology because she's never seen like this concept of the call because you guys only gave her a phone.
This is new. We're breaching new ground here.
Boomer.
Yeah.
Well, eventually the screen does manifest. You can see that like it seems like someone is shuffling a device somewhere on their wrist and just oh, hello.
Hi.
I see you're all together. Is everything well?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Right. Is this a strategy meeting then? Team coordination?
Kinda.
But I'm happy to be here.
Are we on? It's a video call right now.
Yes.
Yes.
In the background, he can see Bree and Lingonberry just like dribbling down Cleo's tree, just chin. Just it's a mess. It's a very messy sandwich.
Excuse us, we made food.
That's fine. I've already had my dinner. Should I be making my way towards wherever you are? If this is a team meeting, I could be on site.
We're all at my house and I'm grounded, so no boys. Sorry.
Grounded. That's new. Interesting. I will look more into this later.
I can explain it at some point, but if that's something else to talk about later. But so, do we want to talk about what happened today? Addressing this to everybody.
team debrief and team bonding. Sounds like good things to get done.
Life of a hero, right?
The fight with Domina was uniquely challenging. Are you all healing well?
As usual.
Totally. Yeah, I'm healed up good.
I am sorry. Sarcasm is still a thing I'm getting used to.
I understand that.
For the record, Corndog Cleo was not touched, like at all.
I figured as much. I figured someone would have told me if I got hurt, which is why.
Oh yeah, you were fine. You exerted yourself a lot. Like you definitely used a lot of energy, like pushing
You were
away some of these
tired.
soldiers. You were tired as hell, but otherwise you were fine.
Aurelia exploded.
That did happen.
Don't explode. We've had too many people explode.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
that's
was
why
happening.
Mel was like literally triggered.
It's true. That did happen.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
we want to talk about?
Are you asking in character or like not in character right now?
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, true.
How's everyone emotionally doing?
I have stabilized now that the fight is completed.
Ooh, yeah, stabilized is a fun word, but not a word for this.
I must concur.
Just
with
because like
Fiona
you're
here.
physically stable doesn't mean like, are you okay? Okay. Like,
I
how are
must
you
concur with
really?
Fiona here. You exerted yourself a lot. I've never seen your transformation go so far.
I have stabilized. I have returned to baseline levels.
Indeed. It's novel, really. According to our records, we had thought we understood the upper limits of your potentials.
Why are you looking at my records?
Are we not teammates?
Fair. I
Are you looking
forget
at my
you're
records?
into
What do
paperwork
my
like
records
that.
say?
He moves his hand somewhat. You can see that he is like in a room that is like covered in like, you know, those like office rooms that have like the rolling
The file
file cabinet
cabinet?
things.
Yeah.
And he has just like a collection of like papers and books all around him, and just, I am currently in records. I have been reviewing all of your information. As well as gathering whatever I can on Domina.
Oh, that's good because I wanted to ask, but answer their questions first.
Just,
Can I see my records? Can I have all copies of my records?
I cannot approve the original. That would violate protocol.
But it's mine.
That's a legal technicality. And I'm not in the law department.
But don't you like love being technically correct? And if it's a legal technicality, wouldn't it like fit your mojo to let me have it?
I'm sorry, I don't believe you've gotten the correct read of my mojo.
Can you let me see it? Can you hold it up right now and let me read it?
He puts it in front of his face. It's got your general demographics, simple information on like your common hero aliases, parts of the city you tend to operate in for hero work, a list of what they assumed were your basic powers, so telepathy and things like that.
Can I come over and read it all right now?
I sense we're in the middle of something more important.
The group, yes. As an individual, that's very important too.
I, and he looks very conflicted.
I
understand. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, out of character. Is Cleo like welcome on Nova property, or is there like any stipulations around that after what happened?
That's the thing. You haven't really had the chance to figure that out, actually. You haven't really had that conversation
All
yet.
I did was break into their base, release a wanted criminal, and release a child.
Wait, stipulate like asterisks on that child.
Who also might be a wanted criminal.
And potentially
And
can
a nuke.
kill. Yeah,
And
I
a
was gonna
nuclear
say,
bomb.
and can potentially kill a bunch of people at the same time without even trying. With what occurs to me on like a regular Tuesday.
Look, they should have had better security if they didn't want it to happen. They made
I
it.
don't think that's the way. Your Honor, if he didn't want me to murder him, he should
If
have
he didn't want me to get
himself
inside,
better.
he shouldn't have given me a key.
He should have had
Shouldn't have given me
chainmail
a key to
covered
get
in
inside.
it.
If he didn't want me
They
to
didn't
get
want to
inside.
be
You can pull that one.
The
They
victim
put a
blamed
criminal
I'm
who could
sorry.
body shift into the commander-in-chief's body, and like they gave me a key right inside. Here's a master key. Let me put it inside for you.
So,
I mean, to be fair,
Wild.
right? How could they have known that he would just randomly know the fucking phrase that's like, whoever the fuck that is that's important to victory, or that we still don't know who it is? Like, that was kind of fucking wacko.
What if he is that person?
Now that would be sick.
What if he is victory?
I
What
like
if he's
it!
been
I
victory
like
this
this
whole
okay,
time?
all right,
I like
okay,
this
okay.
conspiracy
What if he's been victory?
I'm gonna bring us back one more time
You
if I
brought
can,
me-
Fred.
You brought me into
Guys,
this
guys.
campaign, and I just became a conspiracy theorist for this whole campaign.
I'm trying to let you be that, but on like relevant things. I'm trying really hard.
Relevance is in the eye of the beholder, and apparently,
And this one
Or
has a
dogs.
ghost brain tumor.
I
So
was-
buckle up, buddy.
I was gonna say the beholder is victim blaming right now, but
Also that. So Cleo, Rabbit shows you your record. I should clarify, there is nothing like incriminating on this. They don't have like your deep private personal details or anything like that. And that's true of all of the records. In fact, Fives, you would know this. Like Nova has personal records of like the capabilities and general information on like every active altered in New Jump City, if not around the world. That's just a thing they do as the organization that monitors altereds. That's like their thing. It's not surprising that Nova has records on all of you.
Yeah, but I want to know what else they've added to it. I assumed they knew some things. I want to know how much more they learned in case they know things about me that I don't know about me.
Well,
I'm
funnily enough,
curious.
you could, well, so it doesn't, so looking at it, the record does not mention your teleportation at all. It's not mentioned. It looks like it probably just hasn't been updated yet.
But it has been for Dr. Rivers. Cleo doesn't know that, but Courtney.
I bet it's all the bureaucracy
these
that,
secret
that every
files.
form has to go through to actually be formally updated.
Get a file of 14B and then get a 13 AC2 filed and then get that printed out, filed in triplicate, and then put that to Department
Jesus
7.
Christ. This might be why I made that note in my relationships thing for my relationships with Fives. Just
It's
like
fair.
a casual thing that just takes a little bit too long that Cleo can't wait for when just making decisions. And it's
So-
bureaucracy.
So, aside from the records, Mel, you had a question related to other things?
Mel was going to ask what Nova had on Domina.
So Rabbit pulls her file and says, publicly, she's a Hellenic age villain from ages past, ranked very high on lists of most powerful threats to the area. She tends to keep her floating island as a mobile fortress, conquering small areas of herself and claiming what she can before she's beaten back. She was last spotted in New Jump City about a decade and a half ago. Just shy. Not too long before the Arzani conspiracy.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Because when we talked to Domina today, she said the last time she was here was when the area was still rolling planes.
There is a reason for that.
Go ahead.
Public information on the Arzani is scarce, but as we understand it, they were advanced alien race capable of personal and body mimicry. They could assume the identities of others, and along with that, their powers. It's believed that during their conspiracy, their invasion, they took on several identities of notable villains and heroes. Full accounts of who are still being made. But in the aftermath, it was decided that that information could not be allowed to be made public. One individual we know for certain was taken over was Domina. Her last appearance here was not her.
Were you aware of that today?
I was. Madam Victory had me sworn to secrecy on the matter. Order is paramount to her. She will do whatever it takes to ensure control is kept, to ensure peace is maintained, whatever that peace looks like. It is for that reason that I am very concerned for why Domina is here now.
There's gonna be a loud thud down the counter from where Cleo slams her head into countertop. Like lets her like upper body just drop and thud of just the rage of like wanting to scream but trying to keep it all bottled up because she doesn't want to appear to be a hothead, but she wants to turn into the dragon that Fives can become and gobble down and swallow up Victory. But she can't do that. All she can do is stay high so she doesn't explode and, scream and blow out everyone's brains. Which is very funny that a year ago I chose this, when that's exactly what's happening in my own brain right now.
You called it. You wrote it into existence.
Bro.
I gave myself
Oh, I
to
love the
this.
Do you ever manifest?
I did not want to manifest this. I have not had quiet in my brain since before Gen Con.
Fucked up.
You should manifest winning the lottery.
That would require me to be willing to spend $2 on a receipt paper.
One day.
I'm
manifesting that for one of my friends who buys into that.
I'm gonna go
That
buy
loves me
some.
enough to give me money.
I'll send you a check.
So Rabbit takes a moment to kind of like mull over what he just said and kind of like sit quietly and like clearly it looks like he's maybe feels a bit uncomfortable about having spoken too much on things that are supposed to be like, top level secrets. So he's definitely looking a little buttoned up in the moment.
I think Fives will say, I appreciate you sharing this information to the team.
We are comrades. You all need to rely on me in the field. That will require your trust. I hope that I can earn it.
And vice versa. I'm glad that you trust us enough to share this information. It's very important.
Transparently, number 5, I do not know exactly what comes next. Madam Victory was already on edge after he cuts his eyes away. recent escapades. With Domina here now, she may go over a tipping point.
Then
What
it
do we
will
know
be-
about? What do we actually know about Domina and her island?
It's a floating fortress maintained by similar energy that's as the power that fuels her abilities. She's had it since early in her days and maintains it as a centralized piece of her, well, what was once her empire. What exactly is inside of it is unknown.
Did Aurelia like recognize the type of energy? I forgot. Sorry.
You recognized it as like sort of, yes. It had a familiarity to you. Yes, actually.
That's
Okay.
right. The sense of control, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aurelia very briefly shares what y'all just said, but like not too detail oriented because she doesn't care enough.
Mhm. To go back to your concern, Rabbit.
Yes.
Should Victory lose her senses, will you side with her or the team?
And he fumbles. He's clearly like not exactly sure what answer to give right now. So I'm gonna call for. And this could be. I'm gonna let anybody here who feels like they got the juice for it. I'm gonna call for a pierce the mask here. Anybody, if anybody's feeling like they got it.
I think that you just see Cleo look up from the table with a very high arched eyebrow at Fives, being the one to question her teammate from Nova on Victory.
It's big. It's big.
I mean, I want to know if when push comes to shove,
Jeez.
if he's with us
Who
or
said
I see a
you
not.
pierce the
speak?
mask hit from
I
Mel.
cannot pierce the mask right now. I am too stunned by my compatriot, my own comrade Fives.
I see a hit from Mel. Mel, you get to ask one of the questions from the list. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? How can I gain influence over you?
How could I gain influence over you?
The sense you're getting from Rabbit, especially from the way he's talking, is he clearly does value the idea of being on a team with you all. Like that clearly means something to him. He literally left you guys' first meeting, went to records to go and study you all so he can be a better teammate. He clearly is taking this team shit seriously. He's not just like Victory's lapdog reporting into you. How you gain influence over him? You got to make him value the team more than he values his position. And he is clearly very close to victory. So it's either A. So it's a twofold answer. You can either A, convince him that the bond you are all growing or whatever you guys are growing is more important to him than whatever Victory's asking him to do in the moment. Or B, when the moment arises that Victory does the thing that you all think is wrong enough that he has to side with you all over her, convince him she's wrong.
Oh.
If you're gonna say one, Emily, go ahead. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say.
Okay. I think in the wake of Rabbit like faltering to answer, Fives we'll kind of take the opportunity to like present a different way of thinking about Nova to Rabbit, which is, should she lose sight of Nova's values, it is up to us heroes to uphold it. Should she be overwhelmed by the threat that Domina presents, it'll be up to us to overcome it.
I have only ever heard one person say those words to her before.
Who?
Madam Athena.
I've seen them interact a lot, and it's interesting because even now they still act like they could really close friends, or even like they could be sisters.
They fought together during the conspiracy. Miss Victory was critical in assisting what heroes were available. It was a difficult time, as I understand. Many good people were lost.
I think that bond is what made them strong enough to get through it. Having a bond that's kind of like family, and I think that's something that we as a team can be.
I will ponder this sentiment. Thank you. And he looks genuinely perplexed, like he's genuinely having to reshift his brain around that information. Madam Aurelia, you said Domina's energy felt similar to you.
Familiar in essence. Why do you ask?
As we understand it, her powers are extra-cosmic in source. As are you. If there's a similarity, perhaps in understanding you, we can understand a way to counterbalance her? A trump card, a weakness, something.
I thought the act in understanding me wasn't to use it against anyone, but to bring me back to where I belong. Has all the tests and observations been for naught?
No, of course. You are from a universe beyond our laws of physics. Even with the observations we've gained, we understand so little. All of this, it feels like it's so far beyond us. I know I feel that way. And I worry Madam Victory feels similarly. She is a creature of control. She feels a thing is beyond her. She will do what she must to amend that. And I question whether or not she is always incorrect in that judgment. Domina's presence has already spread panic, unrest. There will be disquiet, worry, concern. If Miss Victory does overreact, there may be unrest amongst the hero populace. Lines drawn, sides taken. Things could spiral rapidly. A civil war amongst Alter in the middle of New Jump City, when one of our most powerful villains is already waiting in the wings for us, is the last thing that we need. The kind of control, the kind of order that Miss Victory's Hero Initiative could offer may just give us the army we need to fight back. I am not saying she is right. I am saying she has her means.
I come from a place with their own means as well. And It is not often with control, but letting things go about their natural way. I believe Katrina might be causing greater harm by trying to turn the tides of what is to happen.
Perhaps. I cannot say I am wise enough to know that just yet.
If this is causing enough panic, I am capable of looking into it. Hopefully, that will minimize the greater effects of all that is happening.
If it would be comfortable, I do not have to simply request that information of Madame Victory. If there was someone else we felt intelligent enough to perhaps offer us more insight or research, I'm open to other sources, though I could not think of many individuals capable.
Maybe not one that like relies on Dr. Rivers for insight. Like when they get nervous and panicky, like they're like, "Oh yeah, let's call it this criminal who experiments on people." Like things go haywire, and that's the first person you call.
I mean,
As a counterpoint, sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
He is the foremost worldly expert on anything to do with alteration. If it's a question of something involving an energy source or a power, there is no one that could give a better answer.
I may be able to discuss with him further.
Like this is about power. This is about ethics and stuff. Sorry, Fives. Like this is. There's more to it than just power.
When shit hits the fan, people get desperate. Look what you did with Turncoat.
Yeah, I kind of hate that guy. But I have a lot of questions for you.
And trust me, Madame Victory has no fondness for Dr. Rivers. She needs him, however, in her mind.
Please don't. Oh, I don't want to. I'll think about that moral quandary in a second. Sorry, Fives. You were gonna say something about Dr. Rivers?
If we believe he is the most precious source, he still trusts me. I may be able to use that.
It's an option worth considering, certainly. But I am willing to still look into other ones if they exist. You can tell he's just sensing that there's some tension in the air and is maybe just trying to clear it.
Mel will look at Fives and say, I can go with you as moral support.
I'd rather not expose any of you to him.
And I will be waiting outside after.
Would you like to
And
bring
we
anything
can-
with you that could help us track you and keep us aware of your location, so that way we can help stay aware of where you are in case anything does go sideways and you need reinforcement?
I'm also capable of joining you and not being seen.
Yeah, she could turn into a tree.
I can turn into many things.
More than meets the. I'm sorry.
I think Fives will ponder that. I could use some greenery in my room, and it could be nice to have a second perspective on what River's aims might be.
That I'm capable of doing, and since it is requested from you, I will do my best to pay mind to these trivial conversations.
Much obliged.
But he is keeping you like in your room. He's not taking you to some weird like extra dimensional space or stuff like what's his name could do.
Like
Oh.
who?
Paul.
Oh.
He would take us into like that spooky space, or did he just make my space spooky? Is that what it was?
I don't.
The funny thing is,
know.
you don't really know.
Yeah.
Do I know?
It's tough to say. I would say you would need some time to really think about it and like analyze his energy a bit more. But it does seem like it's more just him altering your perception of things and less like actually putting you somewhere else or things like that.
Cool.
Okay. Aurelia's gonna sit on that, and she's not gonna tell anybody.
As far as I know, Dr. Rivers is not altered, right? He's just really into altered?
Just really into altered.
Okay.
Weirdo science dude.
Yeah, okay. So Fives will say no. So far he has only met me within the comfort of my own abode. And either way, he's not altered.
Okay.
Without
But if you
Victor's
want cool
resources,
side
he's not
here that I helped, that I kind of built, ever let me know. Or anti-spyware for your room. I also have that. It is little code interference stuff that my mom helped me learn how to make. It does like cool interference. You put like little sound waves on your windows so people outside cannot listen in. And then other cool stuff. It might all be made up. I don't actually know. I didn't really pay attention in science. But my mom and dad swear by it. I know how to make it, so I can make it for you if you need it.
I think Aurelia tuning back into the conversation for a second, but not enough to open her mouth. She's gonna telepathically communicate with Fives and essentially say that if she wants to enact her plan, she has to choose a date other than today, because yeah, period. No cause.
I think Fives will like acknowledge and agree. I think everyone is still recovering from fighting Domina, so it's better to wait when we're in peak form, perhaps.
I think you might see a small emotional response from Aurelia, like on her face. And it's like this concept that in this last battle, it was something that was the closest that she got to not necessarily being all powerful. And the fact that she even has to think about recovering is crazy to her. And I think that's making her feel like vulnerable and almost human in a way. But you just see her like seem a little flustered for a second. Just at your mention of the word recovery.
Give me question. Fives, do you have influence over Aurelia?
Let me check. I don't know.
Fuck, bro. I think so. Fuck, bro.
Yeah, I do. I do.
So I would like to, if this sounds right, I'd like to invoke this as a moment of quote unquote someone with influence over you, telling you who you are, how the world works. This is effectively, implicitly, Five saying to Aurelia, yes, even you need to rest and recover sometimes, which is again, like you said, making you feel a bit closer to that human side. So, do you think you want to accept or reject that influence?
If I reject it, what happens?
You have to roll.
I'll roll for it.
If you want to reject someone's influence, you need to roll 2d6. On a hit, you hold to yourself and tune them out. And then basically based on what you get, it's just a flat roll, just 2d6.
I got 12.
You get to choose 2 from this list. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong, or you can shift one label up and one label down, your choice, or you can cancel their influence and take one forward against them.
What was the one before that canceled the influence?
Shift
one label up and one label down, your choice.
For myself, I think I don't have a condition, but I feel like Aurelia's just gonna immediately, like, decide to disappear, but she's gonna do it in a dazzling way where it looks like somebody just had like sparkles everywhere.
Don't drop my snake.
Oh, your snake is... She safely put back your snake, let's say, before this conversation.
Okay.
So she can... Because, you know.
Oh, actually, Aurelia, if you're about to... Because I want you to have your advantage, but I think, like, as you're kind of, like, you know, putting the snake down, getting ready to leave, like, kind of sensing the kind of, like, lull, especially because you two were talking telepathically, so, like, the room's quiet for a brief moment. I think Rabbit does say, like, actually, if you're going to leave, I do have one other bit of information I should share. This was interrupted by the Domina fight, but it involves our new hero cell. It actually involves all of them. Regarding next steps, Miss Victory and Nova would like to invite everyone for hero assessments. Simple test to determine your capabilities. They're not meant to do anything more than update your records, but additionally, as part of our cell initiative, the assessments will determine who will be decided our team's leader. Effectively, who has carte blanche to give us our initial commands. It will be one of the 5 of us.
Why wouldn't we select who does it? Why does a test select it?
Well,
we can all just agree to
as I
ignore the results of the test if we don't like it, right?
Right.
I suppose that's not entirely untrue. Ultimately, the decision for team leader just says who, on the record, is responsible for whatever the team does, and who reports to Miss Victory if anything goes poorly.
I don't want that job. Dibs on not it.
Well, whether you wanted the job or not, as I understand it, assessments are something Miss Victory finds mandatory.
Oh. Busy.
Well.
Go that day.
I don't know how to clarify any further. I'm sorry. This is... As I understand it, this is perhaps the first step in whatever initiative she believes will, I suppose, move us forward. And with Domina around, I don't sense she'll be as open to exceptions. But I believe we at least have the evening and perhaps another day or so to consider and work on these things. I am happy to be in touch when I have more information. I just wanted to make you all aware of them so that you wouldn't be blindsided by the news.
What, they're just gonna make us take a test?
It's a physical assessment. Combat trial, I believe. Meant to assess your hero abilities, coordination in the field, and tactical awareness.
So we'd be fighting as a team, not individually.
That I'm unsure.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
Of course.
Alright, I'm gonna go find some cinder blocks. Wrap them to my body. And jump into a river! Okay, that sounds more fun than taking this test! Bye, rabbit! And I'm gonna go, hang up the call.
Okay, goodbye, have a good night! And the call ended before anything. And I think, if you will, given that Aurelia was about to leave and we have the call ending and the screen going blank, let's use that moment to give our cast here, and myself personally, a little bit of a break. We'll be back in just a few moments. Touch not that browser nor that window. We'll return with more drama and action in just a few moments. See you all very soon. And we return to the soft, gentle sounds of New Jump City at night. The scene returning as it almost did, with the call ending and the group gathered in Mel's room as Aurelia, seemingly rejecting the moment of considering rest, seems to be fading away rapidly into a golden glow until she fully disperses, and the moment seems to have passed. And thus, the group is left to consider and discuss over what exactly accounts to your first actual official team strategy meeting. Let's talk about how well it went. Welcome back to Jump City Sirens, gang. Let's tap back in. Gang, you're sitting together, considering and discussing in the aftermath of, the conversation you've just had. What's on your brains? What's talking? What's said? Where are you? Physically, mentally, otherwise, spiritually, Yeah, I put the sentimental song on, that's right.
Oh no, I don't have the Sirens game.
I think Mel is just kind of state of absorbing information and just trying to puzzle through things. Because right now, in her mind, we're seeing the situation in her mind right now. The piece to eliminate or deal with is Domina. Because if we deal with Domina, then we prevent victory from possibly cascading. But that doesn't eliminate the fact that we all have to take in a hero assessment. And we're about to go through something that's gonna be kind of rigorous for us as a team, as we're gonna have to figure out a new dynamic.
Those are all pretty critical thoughts. Seems like Mel's rather deeply lost in introspection at the current moment, sitting in a room full of her friends, or at least some of them.
I think Fives as Aurelia is just kind of flexing the powers, no, I don't need to rest. They're kind of gonna just SMH, okay, have it your way. I was agreeing that we shouldn't do it today, so okay, that we will not infiltrate as requested. So be it. Can't win everything, I guess. Can't make everyone happy.
Cleo, anything from you right now?
Cleo is watching the interaction that is not vocally happening, but definitely happening between Fives and Aurelia.
Well, Aurelia's
Because-
gone now.
I know, but there was
Just
definitely a
looking at me.
conversation that happened because she was talking with Fives, and then all of a sudden they started looking at each other and not talking. And they're just
True.
staring at each other. So she was having a conversation with one of these people, and then they went. And then one of them disappeared. So she's just like watching this unfold and is like just eating her grilled cheese. Are you guys like a thing?
A thing? You're a thing. What?
What? No,
What kind of
what?
question is that?
That's rude. What the fuck? No, are you guys like dating each other? What's going on? Are you flirting right now?
What?
Why did Aurelia just disappear? You guys are talking and now she just disappeared? I could see you guys talking. I'm not totally dumb just because I'm a little stoned. You guys hitting on each other? Was it like a weird flirt? Aurelia's still there. She's sparkling.
No, none of those things. We were talking about the plan to have Aurelia plant in my apartment and listen to rivers.
Oh,
You smoke too much. Oh my god.
that's actually kind of fair. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Okay, cool.
Mel is just looking at them a little bit confused.
It was a weird, sparkly moment.
Hey, Cleo.
Yeah.
That comment about you smoking too much might hit a little bit closer to home right now. Because you swear, and you cut your eyes a couple times. You swear there's something in the window. The bird.
Bird?
A bird. Little bird. Look, crow looks
Bird.
like.
The bird!
Episode
it
0,
cropping out?
episode 0, issue 0, issue 0.5, issue 0.5,
Oh,
sorry.
I know. Cleo is noticing but trying not to notice. She's doing her best to remain as very still as she possibly can because what she wants to do is grab bird, teleport with bird in hands back to where she is right now. But she wants to do it in like the blink of an eye. So she wants to like shuttle back and forth to like grab it. She wants to believe that she can be in her favorite anime right now and can move like someone from Naruto, just like ninja shift right to left real quick. Grab that bird out of
goes
the
a third
window
eye.
and come right back here. What was that?
The bird goes a third eye. While you're thinking about it, while you're sizing it up and like looking at it, the bird looks at you, tilts its head, pop. A third eye opens up in the middle of its head.
And that's when I moved.
Sure. Roll to unleash your powers.
Okay. Dee. Oh my god. Guess who didn't open a roll 20? It's me.
Uh-oh.
I'm opening it right now. Don't you worry about a thing.
I must say, three-eyed bird. I'm just picturing the
After
bird,
watching K-pop
the
Demon
bird from
Hunters?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Sus. Little bit sussy.
Have
I
you-
haven't seen the movie, so I don't.
Also,
Sussy is the name of the bird.
We should
Okay,
watch it
that's
together.
Sure, I would love to.
Good.
you roll for that? Is it plus? I roll plus freak?
I'm pretty sure for unleash your powers, yes.
Hooray!
Kapow, 14.
You suddenly disappear and reappear a moment later, make a snapping motion while you're grabbing, and there is a bird in your hands. It is squawking and angry and clearly very unhappy.
Oh my god, you have a bird.
Who are you?
Why? Why does the bird have 3 eyes?
Why have you been following me around? Who are you?
It's still screaming and squawking. It's a bird. I don't know what you want. It's not gonna talk. I don't tell you.
God.
It- Most birds don't have human vocal cords. Can you talk it to it in its mind, like the tide bees?
Yeah, only bird ever.
Yeah. What am I doing? I'll use my telepathy and speak in its mind. Who are you? What are you doing here?
You reach into the bird's mind, and it doesn't make sense. The thing that you feel. It's not like with the tide beast, it's an animal. So you experienced its animal feelings, its memories, its things like that. You don't get any of that. You get a vague haze and like an impulse, a direction, like something told this bird, you go and do this. And that thing is just, well, go to you.
To me specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Or to the group?
To you. It doesn't make sense though, Cleo, because I'm assuming you've connected with animals before.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like that at all. Like, again, when you connect to animals, you still get their memories, their vague emotional impulses, things like that. You're not getting any of that from this.
Who sent you? Who made you?
You get a memory. A memory of the last time you saw a bird like this. Do you want to go ahead and tell us what that was like, Cleo?
I, Courtney, can't remember because my brain has been squeezed out of a tube.
I've got you. So, the first time your team happened to come together, around Aurelia's first meeting with the group, you were all attacked by the Cypress League very briefly. And while you fought them off, at the end of it, Cleo, a strange bird flew up to you. And it did the weirdest thing besides growing a third eye. It spit something out of its mouth. Something you probably still have on you. Would you remember what that is? It was a very small, almost like a calling card, like a business card. And it had 2 simple letters written on it. B-Y.
It was what Y? Sorry.
B-Y.
B-Y?
As in the same B-Y I've been trying to figure out and look into in regards to that weird page in your book.
Yep.
He is in Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be really creepy on my
I will say though, Cleo.
Can I have a refresher for the class?
Mm-hmm. So, as a reminder for the class.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Do you want to say it? You can
please.
say it.
No, it's fine. I mean, it's up to you.
You're the editor.
Fine. As a reminder, Cleo had a book of notable superheroes and altered from across the ages. And there was a page at the end of the section in B that appeared, or beginning section in B, that appeared to have been, well, the page was unreadable. Like the letters constantly shifting and altering, like information couldn't be read. And Aurelia, who was able to sort of roughly read the energy that was sort of like coalescing around this book, noticed that it felt distinctly different than any other energy that she's felt. And while out on a fly, happened to feel a somewhat similar energy coming off from relatively eastish, off about a day or two travel from the city. It's probably magical of some kind. Which means, if you're thinking about it, maybe so is this crow. Don't worry, I'll answer that one for you. The moment you pull back out of its brain, you pull back from the crow. It's like, what was that? There is a puff of black dust and feathers in your hand, and no more bird.
Did you kill it?
No, it's magic. I think I looked back at what was looking at me, but not really, because I couldn't see, like, but, like, it left magic dust. And it's like the one that we saw before, where it got that third eye, because I looked at it too hard, and it got all nosy. The BY guy again, and he keeps leaving a calling card, and this creepy-ass crow. Why does it follow me around? Why don't any of you guys get followed by the BY crow?
I have a
You
question.
mean Brigham Young? Are the Mormons coming for me?
Ew!
I asked for this.
Aurelia. Question?
Am I assuming gender here? And please tell me if this is an antiquated thought. But I thought the BY person was more femme presenting, or is that just what I associate with people who are mysterious and hot sounding?
I don't think we know
Anyone who
anything
is-
about
Well,
their
any
gender
physical
at
descriptions
all.
at all.
Oh, okay.
We literally only know BY
just-
and that they have the crows and the calling card.
Well, they sound like a witch and they sound hot as fuck. I'm sorry.
Or a warlock.
Foxy, you better make hot art for them. If they don't have hot art, we're gonna be pissed.
They're gonna be a witch and they're gonna be hot as
Ooh,
fuck.
can they be
Period,
hot like
point
the
blank.
warlock in that one Shadow? Is it Shadowhunters or what is it? The hot like.
Okay, can we figure out how
Hunter
hot the
show.
NPC is some other time? Can we do that some other time, maybe?
Yeah, the way that Foxy has been trying to reel us in with all
I
of
shouldn't
our
have done that.
like.
Ooh.
It's been
I'm so sorry. My
it's been a
ADHD goes-
session.
It's been a game tonight.
It's been a long day.
But
Ow.
I want to. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave you guys there in the moment. So we're gonna pull you back. You had a crow in your hand. It poofed in magic. You're thinking about the BY mystery. Any other commentary there, friends?
Not for that exact moment. I've got something for Mel that sets up a little bit later in the night,
Oh.
but mostly just that Mel doesn't sleep
Hmm.
and she ends up just spending the night in the gymnasium and training
Hmm.
through the whole night.
Interesting. A lot on your mind?
A lot.
Seems reasonable. Can't say I fault you for that.
She tries to leave that room quietly so she doesn't wake up Fives or Cleo if they're asleep, but
Hmm. Well, since it seems like we've got a lot of general, like, folks are, not necessarily leaving, but, are moving through their evening in some various ways, I do want to briefly get a bit of a cutaway to our extra-dimensional friend. And yes, I mean Aurelia in this case, not Vol, I promise.
Fuck that guy.
So Aurelia, you poofed away. You disappeared in a glittering shower of sparkles. Where'd you go?
Sparkle, sparkle. She actually, like, very stealthily went back to her room.
I see. You manifest back in your room. What's your plan for the evening? What's the first thing you're doing once you're back in your room?
So she doesn't really have much in her room. I think she has like standard shit that they give like every almost dormitory situation for like all these Nova assets. No offense, Fives.
None taken.
But she's there, and So I don't know if y'all recall, but let me refresh your memory. The way that Aurelia kind of recuperates is through a meditation where she becomes shapeless again. She becomes like the truest form that she had prior, where she's just her energy. Like she's not necessarily Aurelia, but you see her. And I think in her attempt to recover this energy throughout this meditative state, you see how her glow almost has like sparks in it, and not like cool sparks, but like you're like, oh wait, I don't know if that should be there, because majority of time she has a very steady glow, and even for the fact that as a tree she was glowing, it's kind of alarming to her, so she knows something isn't right, but she doesn't want to tell people, and that's why she like rejected Five's influence in a very glittery way.
Okay. I think okay, yeah. So you are sitting in meditation, letting yourself become that formless energy state that you do to recover. It looks dissonant somewhat. There is chaos set about it. It's not exactly perfectly stable the way it normally is. And you get the sense that there's something wrong, that something feels not right. And it's as you've let yourself gently, let's say, coalesce for a bit, you extend your perceptions out, allow your body to kind of unwind and your perceptions to spread. Something is pressing back. You feel something at the edge of your perceptions. Very, very distantly. Something is there. There's a barrier between two things, and something is just lightly pressing its hand against it.
I think she'll try to dig deeper. But
You don't
like
have to dig
also
too deep.
cautiously. Okay.
Yeah, no, of course. No, you don't have to dig too deep, because this feeling it was very faint, so you weren't noticing it throughout the day and maybe even during the fight with Domina. But you take a moment to press deeper, reach out for it more, almost press your perceptions back. The metaphor of the hand remaining almost as if the hand that is your perception pressing against the screen of whatever separates your reality from whatever's pressing back against it. And the hand immediately presses away. That feeling of whatever was pressing into that barrier immediately recoils against you, though you do feel it distinctly. And it feels like home.
Okay, my question for you. Is this like, you know, when Aurelia did that where she like kind of let go and just kept on like going about? Is this like in that similar vein where she's like going into these further dimensions almost?
No, and that's the thing that I think is interesting. This is the opposite. This isn't you pushing your perceptions out to your home realm. This is something pushing back.
They found me. They found me. I'm going home, everybody. No,
No,
she would never act
don't
like
leave
that.
us. You're not allowed to leave. You're stuck here forever.
Don't say that. Well, maybe say that. Whoa. I think. Whoa, shit! I don't even know how to respond. Well, Aurelia is like recharging, so I feel like she'll like keep on trying to focus on where that was, and this is just like something getting close to her. Like, can she pinpoint it? Can she like try to find more? Can she do anything in that sense?
So you come from a realm of energy. Your entire existence has been communicated and understood through energy. In fact, your people communicate through the transmission and the various wavelengths of energy. And it's as you get that press of feeling, you realize it's almost like a message. You interpret a message from the energy you feel pressing back against you. And of course, it's not in English, so the words are difficult. And even then, the feeling is not perfect. You aren't able to fully connect to it, so you can't get the full, this is what the message means, but you get some distinct words. The cycle. The 7th. The chain breaker. You must return.
That's what I've been saying. I'm sorry, I was taking down notes furiously.
But I'm gonna give you that last. But I think I think actually that's a perfect sort of like recollection, because I think you're thinking like, yeah, I know I should be going home, but there's some intonation in that last statement. The last two statements. Chain breaker. You must return. And it's almost. No, go please.
I was gonna say it doesn't necessarily say you must return home.
Exactly. And I think even though you maybe haven't heard this title used, at least not out loud, the word chain breaker, the way that energy is morphed, gives you a distinct impression. You know exactly who that is.
Who is that? Is that Vol?
Got it in one.
Shit.
And the way that, again, because of the intonation, the way those two phrases combine, chain breaker, you must return. Vol is the threat. They think that you need to return so that he can't use you for whatever he has planned. What that is, not clear. But that is the distinct impression you are given by the energy you connect with very briefly. And then it's gone. It pushes away. And you don't know how you got here. You know that to even barely press the impression of their energy into this realm would have taken an unfathomable amount of effort to do so. That was the message they needed to get to you.
Damn.
The cycle, the 7th, Chainbreaker, you must return.
Wait, do I know things about the 7th? I feel like I know things about the cycle, or am I just assuming?
You might. Don't worry, we'll talk about it.
Okay, we're talking. Not right now, I guess. Fuck.
Not right now. I'm gonna let you stew on that, because I want to take us to one more little cutaway. Or more accurately, I want to return to one. Our dear Fives, we flash back to your apartment and your conversation with your erstwhile father, quote unquote. And you were discussing the nature of why number 1 is separate. He pulls up a data pad and shows you a set of biographical readouts. Skeletal structure, muscles, information. Are you aware of number 2's alterations? Sable, I believe they go by.
Yes. Sable is one of my closest friends amongst the cycle.
When I originally designed them, I intended for them to have an incredibly adept sense of equilibrium and balance due to their enhanced perceptions. Additionally, to have the ability to, well, pad-resistant skin effectively that absorbs sound, allowing stealth. They were to be a pinpoint perfect operative. Notice how neither of those statements includes invisibility. Stable's skin is photoreflective upon his own command. In addition to absorbing sound and being largely bulletproof, it can also completely reflect light away from him. Sable's alteration shifted. outside of my plans. Number 4 was meant to have minor aerokinesis. Instead, they grew wings. Number one was a special case. I intended them to simply be capable of minor spatial translocation, teleportation by simple means, perhaps with a small healing factor, and of course the enhanced mental capacity to handle the needed quantum mechanics to move teleportationally. Instead, I made a living quantum paradox. Number 1 exists outside of causality. He both is and isn't everywhere at once, completely outside of my designs. And then there's you. Enhanced physical strength, increased durability, a rage-based adrenaline-focused transformation with draconic essences for my own specifications. And yet, you survived thermonuclear impact when you were a preteen. You aren't just bulletproof. You aren't just tank-proof. Zichi, you're nigh invulnerable. I don't know what can kill you. And your transformations? The strength you gain, the muscle mass, that was all planned, but my dear, you are powerful beyond reckoning. All of you are. Alteration goes so far beyond any of my research, and you are all the proof of that. Nova claims I pushed too far and ousted me for it. And yet, the telepath who can teleport, a child capable of matter annihilation, it seems as if her relying on me proves I didn't go far enough. There is so much more we can learn about alteration. There's a universe we could shape. Can you not see the potential?
I see it.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder. Then be it, darling. Show me. Show us what you are capable of. Push the limit, shatter the boundaries.
I'll continue to do just that.
I knew you would understand. I have always known you would understand. This world will grow so much bigger so very soon. It will push you in ways you have never been pushed before. I look forward to seeing the way you emerge from it. Evolved.
Then I pray you have prepared me, Father.
My dear, there are no gods to pray to in the sky. Everything watching us from beyond does so with avaricious eyes.
I think Fives will just nod at that.
Well then, we'll be in touch. Get some rest. He stands, rolls his shoulders somewhat. Oh, and of course, whether or not you inform Madame Victory that we've spoken this evening is your discretion. Good night.
Good night.
And with that, you are left to the quiet of your own room.
Fives will lock the door behind him. And just collapse onto their couch.
Sensible reaction. And I think slowly panning up from you collapsed onto your couch is where we will bring tonight's session of Jump City Sirens to a close. I want to thank you all for coming out for a lovely episode. There was, of course, lots of drama and lots of development and lots of story ahead. I could take some more time to talk all about it, but rather than doing that, let me pass the camera around one more time so my heroes can tell you who they are, who they played tonight, where they can be found on the internet, and maybe one cool thing they got coming up they want to talk to us about. Let's go in reverse order and start with Meg Mysteria.
Hello, I am Meg Andor Meg Mysteria. You can find me as such on Twitch, on Twitter, on Itch, on Blue Sky. And as far as what I've got coming up, you'll see me this Sunday over on Singularity Roleplay for Fragments of Tomorrow's Apocalypse, our City of Mist campaign. It's a lot of fun. So come see me be the team mom.
I've caught some of that show. It's got a good vibe, honestly. A personal recommendation. Passing it up and along, that brings us over to Egg-chan.
Oh shit, hi, I'm Emily or Egg-chan. I'm stressed out. My father is scary. You can find me here on Saturday for Beacon Time. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Well, we'll see you then and talk about some other stuff in a little bit later, perhaps. But of course, glad to have you on board with us once again, Fives. Swinging it over to Ollie, Peach, Senpai.
Oh, Peach Senpai. This show crazy, bro. You did a good job. Thanks for letting me be here. And thanks for all the players for playing this shit. Wow, I'm figuring out what the fuck happened. I'm like, bro. Anyway, great job again. Sorry, I'm shaking.
Great job to you. Well, you were fantastic.
No, you.
And last but certainly very far from least, it's our dear corn dog, McGraw.
Hey, corn dog. Catch me on the internet at corn dog McGrath. And you can see me here hopefully on Monday for oats. And hopefully your oats are warm.
I love
Okay.
warm oats, to be honest. Can't wait to see you back on our screens, hopefully. And friends, that brings it back over to me. I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as Fake Fox Plays Finest. I'm all over the internet at Young Foxy. You can find me in that capacity. The next place you'll see me on your screens is going to, as already be mentioned, be this Saturday for another episode of Knights of New Avalon, our Beacon adventure. And then if you haven't done enough for me, it's my double back-to-back weekend. So you'll catch me directly after that on Sunday for another installment of Blood and Currency, our Mech Warrior Destiny miniseries. It's been a damn good time so far. Otherwise, I'll be hanging around Neon Lights. So if you want to hang out with me and the crew here, please come and hang out with us in our Discord where we grab all of our Google people for our cast. We meme, we dream, we goof off, and have a great time doing it. We even pick casts for our games from that Discord. So come hang out with us if you'd like to and haven't already. Otherwise, make sure to support people you see on your screen. They all work so very hard and do great things. So please do me a favor and tell them how great they are, because I don't do it enough and they should do it more anyway. Otherwise, it's been a fantastic time, gang. We've been Neon Lights Roleplay. This has been Jump City Sirens, and you have all been incredible. We will see you back here in exactly 2 weeks. Take us to the outro video, babe.